Thanks to everyone who have subscribed. If you have not, please do. And thanks for coming out here. I really appreciate you. Hand over Naito, please, now. River CP tells WIKE. Wow. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time we're reaching you today. We really thank you and appreciate you for your massive and continuous support. Well, guys, you know what has been happening with the case of the NDDC, the Niger Delta region, an agency that was put together all in a bid for them to assist the people from this region. If you come to think of it, there are good initiatives by the government of Nigeria to make sure that people in that region, so long as they are getting oil from that region that that service the whole of Nigeria, 95% of the financial money that comes to Nigeria since the discovery of crude oil in Nigeria has been from the Niger Delta. So the government came with a program, an initiative to say that people of this region, there should be an agency that should support them apart from the state government locations that come to them. Some of this, why this was set up was for the Niger Delta, this NDDC to look at roads, to look at scholarship programs that will help the people of this region. Because guess what? As exploration and a lot goes on under their soil, their water gets contaminated. Their children, there's a lot that go. Some lose their land, some lose their property as a result. When crude oil is found in your land, government automatically takes it. There is a law in Nigeria that says all the land belongs to the government and they can take it at any time. Well, this agency is supposed to stand in the gap to make sure that, for instance, those people are relocated, given other properties and financially compensated. Brilliant children from those areas are given opportunity for scholarship, maybe to study abroad. So these are some of the advantages that should come with this area. But I tell you, none of this is happening. Why? Greed. People from this area has been the chairman, acting chairman, director, ministers in this area, but they don't do anything. Most of them come to enrich themselves. The recent saga is the one between Akpabio and Nelly, when the fingers are already pointing. Is you, is me, is we, is this. That is what is happening. Well, Nigerians. Anyway, WIKE came to her rescue the other day. We reported on it. Apple Line Media, we kept you informed how WIKE, moved her to the government house because some police came lying that they said they should arrest her and all that, and they found out that it was a lie and everything. WIKE quickly moved her. We did a video which we presented to you guys, and we showed, with regards to this development. But my people, guess what is happening? Now the police have, in a dramatic turn, say release Nelly to us. Let's get onto the news and get all the details. Hand over Nelly to police. Now, Rivers CP tells WIKE. Rivers State Commissioner of Police, Mr. Joseph Gombe, yesterday did a dramatic about turn and called on Governor WIKE to hand over to him the former acting managing director of the Niger Delta Development Commission, NDDC, Dr. Joy Nelly, taking refuge at the government house in Port Harcourt. On the same day, Nelly appeared before the House of Representatives panel probing the activities of the commission via Zoom and informed the panel that there is no forensic auditing taking place at the NDDC. WIKE has stormed the Port Harcourt residence of the former NDDC boss on Thursday and freed her from a police siege. Moki, according to Governor WIKE, said his command was not aware of the incident. Now they are demanding for her rearrest. But Moki recanted yesterday while appearing on Arise television program monitored by the Port Harcourt and called on WIKE to hand over Nelly to the police immediately. He said the police came from Force headquarters to invite the former NDDC boss to Abuja over a petition against her. We are aware of their coming if people felt we are not aware of their coming. Did they ask me? We are aware of their coming, so slay that interview for her for another time. Moki also dismisses insinuations that the policemen were not on a legal mission, as they did not possess a warrant of her arrest. It is not in every situation that you need a warrant for an arrest of an individual. There are situations that you do not need a warrant to effect an arrest. So if the fact that you do not have a warrant to arrest her at the moment does not mean it is not legal, or it is not legal binding within the confirming conference of the Constitution, he said. He also said why WIKE might have freed her from the hands of people he did not trust. The governor should hand her over to the commander of police, so who is the law enforcing officer of the state. Moki said it is really unfortunate under normal circumstances. If the governor is coming to rescue her, he should have handed her over to the protection of police as the chief law enforcing officer of the state. I still believe he will hand her over because the exercise was legal and within the conference of law and our duty as law enforcement agencies. So he should turn her over to the police. I will get in touch with him personally and advise him to turn her over. The police commissioner also said the police did not come to prevent Nelly from going to the National Assembly to testify in the ongoing probe of the NDDC. We did not know that she was going to give evidences before the House of Representatives. As far as we were concerned, the officers who came to invite her are concerned. They are about the investigation, a petition against her, which has nothing to do with the issue before the National Assembly. There are two different issues, he stated. Also yesterday, a Rivers State High Court issued an order restraining the police and the state security service from arresting or detaining Nelly. The presiding judge, Justice E. Thomas, gave the order on suit number PHC/1128/FHR/2020 between Dr. Joy Nelly, applicant, and the Senate Goodluck Akpabio, Minister of Niger Delta Affairs, Commissioner of Police, Rivers State, State Security Service, SSS, the Inspector General of Police, and the Nigerian Police first to fifth respondents, respectively. Justice E.N. Thomas said that the third to fifth respondents are restrained from arresting and detaining or harassing the applicant depending on detention of the motion on the notice. That the first and second respondents are restricted from using the third and fifth respondent to arrest, harass, or intimidate the applicant pending determination of the motion on notice. That the third to fifth respondents should withhold, delay, unconditionally withdraw the men and officers of the Niger Police Force from the premises of the applicant pending determination of the motion of the notice. Nelly appears before House via Zoom, says no forensic audit is ongoing in the NDDC. While Nelly yesterday appeared before the House of Representatives, comments probed the activities of the development agency and declared that there is no forensic audit taking place, is all forged and is all a lie. She gave the testimony via due to her inability to travel to Abuja at the time. The committee hands and heard Nelly's position at the contribution of the investigative hearing into the alleged missing 40 billion from the NDDC fund. She told the committee that the proceeds for carrying out the forensic audit of the commission was ignored, even when President Muhammadu Buhari specifically wrote to the state that money required for the process should be included in the commission budget. She alleged that Akpabio insists on supervising the forensic audit, saying the president has written a letter to the National Assembly instituting the forensic audit and suspending the appointment of the board, and that he was appointed the interim managing committee to supervise the forensic audit. She stressed that what she meant was not exactly what should be going on, as the minister insists on supervising this forensic audit. Nelly said, I reminded him and showed him a letter that the president has written. There is no way that we could spend the money that is in our budget. He requested in his memo to the president that money for the funding of the forensic audit be gotten from the service-wide vote. President Muhammadu Buhari, in his wisdom, refused that request and write in writing, saying that it should be put in the NDDC appropriate budget, making NDDC proceed entirely responsible for it. I said that to take the money we should send to the minister and likely Federal Ministry of Health, asking the Federal Ministry of Health to come and investigate the budget. Well, this is what is going on with regards to the NDDC. We don't have much to say. What do you have to say? Bye for now.